Hello everyone, welcome to Tennis Fan Video. Alexandra Eala confirms her first practice partner ahead of Indian Wells. Alexandra Eala is preparing for her first ever Indian Wells event, and she will remarkably be seeded for the Masters tournament. Eala receives a first round bye at Indian Wells thanks to her fantastic early season form, which has seen her rise to world number 31 in the WTA Tour rankings. The Filipina star has impressed in Abu Dhabi, Auckland, and Dubai so far this season, picking up impressive victories against the likes of Jasmine Pauini and Danavkic. Eala has already arrived at Indian Wells and set to practice with one of the most experienced players on tour. Alexandra Eala is set for practice with Laura Siegemund. Indian Wells has published the first practice sessions of the tournaments with some of the biggest stars playing alongside each other. Eala practiced with German star Laura Siegemund on Sunday, March 1st at 11 a.m. until 12 p.m. in California. Siegemund is one of the elder stateswomen of the WTA Tour, and she is 17 years older than the 20-year-old Filipina. The German star continues to perform at a high level on the WTA Tour. She reached the quarterfinals of Wimbledon last year. Her poise and experience will be invaluable to Eala as she prepares for yet another master stage, where she will undoubtedly be one of the most popular players in the draw yet again. Alexandra Eala's stunning start to the season in numbers. The Filipina star has already climbed 19 places in the WTA Tour rankings, thanks to her impressive start to the season. Eala has already reached double figures for victories in 2026, with her 10th victory marked by her stunning win against Pauini in Dubai. The 20-year-old has lost 6 times this year to Coco Gauff, Teresa Valentova, Ekaterina Alexandrova, Camila Osorio, Alicia Parks, and Sinu Wang. She holds a 62.5% win rate in the first 2 months of the year, which is currently just above the percentage she hit in 2025, 60.61%. Eala has more reasons to be cheerful at Indian Wells. 2. As she is not defending any ranking points in California. That means Eala has already banked a tidy amount of points thanks to her first round bye. So, she could continue to climb the rankings no matter the result of her first match. Rising in the desert, Alexandra Eala's Indian Wells prelude. In the waning weeks of winter, as the Californian sun lengthens its shadows over the desert courts of Indian Wells, a new chapter unfolds in a story already rich with promise and momentum. Alexandra Eala, the 20-year-old Filipino sensation who has in just a few seasons captured the imagination of tennis fans around the world, is set to make her debut appearance at one of tennis's most storied stages, the BNP Paribas Open. Ahead of this defining moment in her burgeoning career, she has confirmed her first practice partner, a choice that reflects both strategic wisdom and a desire to immerse herself fully in the craft of elite competition. 1. A rising star on the WTA Tour. Eala's rise has been nothing short of meteoric. In her 2025 breakthrough campaign, she etched her name into tennis lore by becoming the first Filipino to reach the semifinals of a WTA 1000 event, highlighted by stunning victories over top 10 opponents, including Grand Slam champions at the Miami Open. This run ignited a wave of recognition not only in the Philippines, but also across the global tennis community as commentators hailed her fearlessness, competitive fire, and remarkable composure under pressure. Continuing that trajectory into 2026, she's carried forward form, confidence, and a growing sense that she belongs and can thrive among the best. Her early season performances in Abu Dhabi, Auckland, and Dubai showcased Eala rapidly ascending the rankings with powerful ground strokes, tactical sharpness, and that unmistakable hunger of a star in the making. 2. Indian Wells, a new frontier. Indian Wells, often dubbed the fifth Grand Slam, is the pinnacle of early season tennis brilliance, where elite competitors converge in the California sunshine to battle on outdoor hard courts. For many, it's a true test of endurance, adaptability, and rhythm. A place where momentum can be built for the season and reputations are solidified. For Eala, Indian Wells represents both a milestone and an opportunity. Her first appearance in the main draw of this prestigious Masters 10,000 event, entering as a seeded player after a career best rise into the world's top 40. In tennis, a swift life, preparation is both intensive and intricate. It's not just about the matches themselves. It's about the hours before, the the repetitions, the rhythm of practice, and the psychological edge that comes from training with players who bring experience, perspective, and challenge. It's within this crucible of preparation that Eala has anchored one of her first big practice sessions in Indian Wells with veteran German competitor Laura Siege. 3. The practice partner. Experience meets aspiration. Choosing a practice partner is more strategic than it might seem. It isn't simply about hitting balls back and forth. It's about crafting scenarios that prepare you for the battles you'll face when it matters most. In Seasoned, Eala has opted for a player with seasoned tour experience. Not only a formidable competitor, but one who blends tactical intelligence with a calm, seasoned court presence that Siegemann's deep history on the tour, with notable performances in Grand Slams and a style that emphasizes smart play over sheer power, presents an ideal contrast and complement to Eala's dynamic baseline aggression and left-handed flair. Their scheduled session planned for Sunday, March 1st from late morning into early afternoon on the Indian Wells hard courts promises a blend of controlled rallies, tactical drills, and high-intensity exchanges that could sharpen Eala's instincts ahead of her competitive debut. For the mindset behind the moments, beyond the physical benefits of practice, the psychological element of training with a respected peer cannot be overstated. In the world of professional tennis, confidence is often built in practice. In the moments where players test their limits, adjust pace and spin, and confront the scenarios that simulate the inevitable pressure points of tournament play. For Eala, practicing with someone like Siegemann represents a moment of learning and absorption. It's an opportunity to read a game with nuance, to elevate tactical awareness, and to refine movement patterns that might make all the difference in tight exchanges under Indian Wells lights. As Eala herself has said in past reflections, experiences with seasoned players and mentors have contributed richly to her development both technically and mentally. 5. Beyond practice, the road ahead at Indian Wells. Once practice winds down, the real competition begins and the stakes don't get much higher. Thanks to her strong early season form and upward climb in the rankings, Eala has secured a first-round bye in the tournament, automatically placing her in the round-off 64. This not only rewards her past performances, but also gives her precious additional recovery time leading into the main stage of play. The draw at Indian Wells features the sport's elite, including world number 1 and number 2 players, defending champions, and a constellation of Grand Slam finalists. In this crucible, every practice rep, every tactical insight, and every ounce of mental readiness counts. Hence why Eala's preparation, including training with veteran competitors like Siegemann, becomes such. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.